Assalamu alaikum. I am Nashriya D. Salahuddin, the first reporter from this group. Our topic is about incident response and management. The incident response and management is a systematic strategy that allows an organization to address cybersecurity incidents and security breaches. The goal of incident response is to identify real security incidents, get the situation under control, limit the damage caused by an attacker, and reduce the time and cost of recovery. So, the incident response and management, it is an organization or team that has a responsibility to take response to those who experience cyber attack incident, such as scammer for them to track the person or people behind those modus. And in my own understanding with this incident response and management, it is a solution when something went wrong. And also, it is like a fire drill for your computer systems, just like how you would prepare for a fire by knowing where the exits are and having a fire extinguisher handy. You prepare for a cyber incident by having tools and plan in place. Incident response and management typically includes formal documentation describing incident response procedures. These procedures should be cover the entire incident response process, including preparation. A preparation is the most important phase of incident response is preparing for an inevitable security breach. Next is detection. A detection is the phase in which events are analyzing in order to determine whether these events might comprise a security incident. Next is analysis. It is a process that helps organizations investigate the cause of an incident, determine its impact, and identify strategies to prevent similar occurrence in the future. Next is containment. A containment is the point of which the incident response team begins interacting with affected system and attempt to keep further damage from occurring as a result of the incident. Last is post-incident cleanup. A post-incident cleanup, the organization will take steps to identify and implement any lessons learned from the event and the pursue of fulfill any legal action or requirements. So by following these procedures, organizations can limit damage, prevent further losses, and comply with applicable appliance regulations.
I am Hajiruddin, the second reporter. So let's proceed to the key elements of incident response management. Following are the primary elements of an incident response management program: an incident response plan, a team responsible for incident response, and tools used to facilitate and automate stages of the process. So, incident response plan. Incident response is an organizational process that enables timely, effective response to cyber attacks. The incident response process includes identifying an attack, understanding its severity and prioritizing it, investigating and mitigating the attack, restoring operations, and taking action to ensure it won't recur. An incident response plan, ERP, is a set of documented procedures detailing the steps that should be taken in each phase of incident response. It should include guidelines for rules and responsibilities, communication plans, and standardized response protocols. So 7 reasons you need an incident response plan. A strong incident response process can dramatically reduce the damage caused to an organization when disaster strikes. An incident response plan helps codify and distribute the incident response plan. So here are the main reasons you must have a strong incident response plan in place. First, prepares you for emergency. So security incidents happen without warning, so it's essential to prepare a process ahead of time. Next, repeatable process. Without an incident response plan, teams cannot respond in a repeatable manner or prioritize their time. And next, coordination in large organizations. It can be hard to keep everyone in the loop during a crisis. An incident response process can help achieve this. And next, exposes gaps. In mid-sized organizations with limited staff or limited technical maturity, an incident response plan exposes obvious gaps in the security process or tooling which can be addressed before a crisis occurs. And the next is preserves critical knowledge. An incident response plan ensures critical knowledge and best practices for dealing with a crisis are not forgotten over time and lessons learned are incrementally added. And the next is practice makes perfect. An incident response plan creates a clear, repeatable process that is followed in every incident, improving coordination and effectiveness of response over time. And the last is documentation and accountability. An incident response plan with clear documentation reduces an organization's liability. It allows you to demonstrate to compliance auditors or authorities what was done to prevent the breach. So incident response team. An incident response team, also called an incident response unit, it is a group responsible for planning for and responding to IT incidents, including cyber attacks, systems failures, and data breaches. These teams can be also responsible for developing incident response plans, searching for and resolving system vulnerabilities, enforcing security policies, and evaluating security best practices. Incident response teams may be referred to by several names, often used interchangeably. In general, these teams perform similar tasks, although there are differences. Some forms that incident response teams can take include Computer Security Incident Response Team, or CSIRT, an assorted team of professionals that is responsible for preventing, detecting, and responding to incident response, cybersecurity events, or incidents. And next, Computer Emergency Response Team, CERT, can operate the same as a CSIRT but with a focus on partnerships with government, law enforcement, academia, and industry. These teams prioritize developing threat intelligence and best practices based on security responses. This is a trademark designation that is controlled by Carnegie Mellon University. The next is Security Operations Center, SOC. Generally includes a CSIRT or CERT but covers a broader scope of cybersecurity. SOCs are responsible for directing incident response in addition to monitoring and defending systems, configuring controls, and overseeing general operations.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. I am the last presenter. Our title is Incident Response and Management. My topic is Incident Response Tools, which is incident response tools are software application designed to assist organization in managing and responding to security incident. These tools can automate many of the tasks involved in incident response, such as collecting data, analyzing threats, and initiating remediation action. Some common examples of incident response tools include security information and events management, collects data and logs from application, infrastructure network, security tools, firewalls, and so on. Correlates data from multiple resources, generates alerts to inform security teams of malicious activity and able to further investigation. The second one is endpoint detection and response, or EDR, which is typically deployed as agent on laptops, workstation, server, and cloud endpoints. Can detect threats on this device, enable real-time investigation of breaches, and can perform automated mitigation such as isolating a device from a network or wiping and removing it. The third one is network traffic analysis, or NTA, which is captured records and evaluates network data and communications patterns, looking for suspected malicious traffic, enables detection and response to security incidents, traversing the core network, operational networks, and cloud networks. Incident response tools are important for organization because they automate manual tasks involved in incident response, minimize the impact of security incidents, reduce recovery time, meet compliance requirements, and demonstrate commitment to security-based practice. Important for several reasons of incident response tools. Minimizing impact. Effective incident response help minimize the impact of security incident organization. And protecting the data assets. Incident response measure help protect sensitive data by implementing appropriate containment. Learning and improvement. Through analysis, organization can identify weaknesses and gaps their security controls. And thank you.